All right, Brian, thank you. Well, the KTBS 3 Freedom Fest is in 2 weeks. How about it? July 4th in 2 weeks. And there are plenty of places that you can enjoy the entire celebration.
It really hits on a good day this year, right, on a Friday. KTBS 3's Taylor Gibson joins us live from Jefferson with a preview of what you can expect to see there this July 4th.
Good morning, guys. Another beautiful morning here. This time we are in Jefferson, Texas, and I am joined by Miss.
My name is Amanda Ashby. I'm with the crew of Hebe, and we put on the Jefferson Salutes America event every year. So we're doing it again this July 4th.
So obviously July 4th is a huge day for the city of Jefferson. Talk to us and kind of run through what that day looks like for y'all.
Yeah, of course. I mean, 4th of July falls on a weekend this year, so we're expecting huge crowds. If you're going to come to Jefferson, I would say get here early. There's plenty of things to do during the day. The shops will be open. All of the restaurants will be open. There'll be plenty of things for you to do. Get you a good parking spot because you're going to need it. 5:45, we start the parade lineup downtown right here at Ottstock Park. 6 o'clock is the children's parade. We have the ice cream contest. There's pie. There's a big cake auction. Bring your checkbooks. That's a big one. That's how the Jefferson Carnegie Library raises money for the Literary Council in Jefferson. We also have all of the youth organizations in Jefferson. So your cheerleaders, your strutters, they all will be selling things like hot dogs, lemonade, face painting. All of the money made by those organizations goes to those organizations, and the crew of Hebe, Jefferson Salutes America, will supply them with the supplies needed to do those things, but they get the money for that. So all of that's going directly to the kids.
Yeah, that's huge. So one thing I'm picking up on is this sounds like it's a very hometowny kind of feel. Yeah. You have the face painting, you have the kids running around. There's going to be a band playing,
kids, yes.
Lots of kids running around. What do you think that means for the community that you guys are able to throw this event?
I think we've done this for so many years. So used to there was another organization that held it. The crew of Hebe has had it for just a couple of years. But I've lived in Jefferson since I was in the first grade, and I cannot remember missing a 4th of July event. Our fireworks show is the best around. I've been to fireworks shows in San Antonio, and Dallas, and Austin, and the one here, it's second to none, and it feels like Mayberry. It feels like home. Bring your blankets, sit on the river, bring a lawn chair. It is very hometown feel, and it's very for the kids.
So obviously fireworks start at 9:30. But when do people start showing up and getting parking spaces? I know that the time, sometimes they come a little early, but if I wanted to come and get a great spot, what time should I be here?
9 a.m. No, I'm just kidding. It will fill up really quickly downtown, and you may have to do a little walking if you don't get here pretty early. They don't allow parking on the bridge, so I would say no later than 7, but we have the children's parade at 6, so come over and see us, and you can see all the cute little kids in their wagons and their tricycles, dressed up with all their 4th of July attire. And get you a lemonade.
That sounds like so much fun. Look, this is one of 5 different locations that the Freedom Fest is going to be throwing a grand festival. And every place that we go, there are so many different little unique things that everybody in the family can enjoy. Whether you're coming out and just enjoying a July 4th day, make a memory happen here in Jefferson. That seems like the theme overall. For right now, you guys can look at more at ktbs.com/freedomfest from now. Hey Brian, what a beautiful morning I'm having here in Jefferson. I'm joined by Miss Amanda. Please, everybody, we got to start here first because everybody was wondering. We got to hear about that duck race and all the other awesome events happening here in Jefferson for July 4th.
Yeah, well, everybody loves the Quacker State 500, and so all the proceeds from that go to a scholarship for students that help volunteer at all of the crew events for us throughout the year. $5 to buy your duck, and then at 9:15 we fill the streets with the fire truck water, and it pushes them down, and we see whose duck gets to the end of the street first.
So plastic ducks, not real ducks, right?
Correct,
And there's no cheese involved.
No,
there's nothing like that. Okay,
they're not real ducks.
Still a lot of fun though. That's got to be
Absolutely.
Such a unique thing to throw around here. But let's talk about some of the other things. There's a lot of family-friendly fun to be happening on July 4th. That's going to fill up the space.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people describe this event as like a Norman Rockwell painting or Mayberry of Texas. It's a very family-friendly community event. We we even start off with the children's parade around the park here. We have homemade ice cream. We have hot dogs being cooked. We have snow cones, sodas, you name it, we've got it here. Face painting, children's games, all the good stuff.
And a lot of this stuff is going to a good cause too, if I'm correct.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So each of the tents that we have set up are actually manned by student organizations in town, and they sell the items, and whatever they make off of it, they get to take to use for uniforms or camps or whatever they need to use it for.
So obviously a huge day for families, right? To
Yes.
come out and enjoy this kind of hometown vibe that's going to be happening
Yes.
around here. What do you think that means to this city that you guys are able to throw something like this
Yeah.
and everybody can come out and have fun
Yeah.
for basically free?
Well, it's great for tourism and our community because it's going to bring in extra people. So it helps fill our restaurants and our bed and breakfast and all of that. But our community members love getting together for that one day as well and just kind of bringing light to other people. It's a good time. We also do what's called the Firecracker 50, and that's where our community members donate $50 to help support the tents here and then our fabulous fireworks show at the end of the night.
One thing that I'm super interested in is that ice cream contest. Come on. My
Yeah.
favorite is cookies and creams. I don't know about you, but run me through about kind of how that works.
So if you're entering the ice cream contest, you bring your ice cream early. We keep a cooler set up back here and you can drop it in with your name on it. Some of the flavors we've had, of course, I can't think of any right now, but they're like off the charts flavors that people donate. Unfortunately, they give enough for the judges and a little bit more to be sold. So we also have to supplement with some good old fashioned Bluebell as well.
Absolutely. Now, a lot of those ice creams are homemade.
Yes.
That is
yes,
awesome.
yeah.
That is super cool.
Yeah,
That is
we'll
super
get
cool.
like peach and strawberry, and we got one time. What's the Wendy's smoothie? The flurry,
Frosty.
the frosty.
The Frosty,
Somebody made
yes.
that, and it tasted just
Wow.
like it was so
Yes.
good. Yeah.
Well, look, obviously you can see that we're super swagged out with our July 4th gear. Jefferson is one of 5 different locations that is participating in the Freedom Fest finale that is happening July 4th. Fireworks start at 9:30. People should get here at...
Ooh, the events at the park start at 6. Get here early, but if you're only coming for the fireworks, I would say 6:37 to find parking.
Absolutely. 637 here at Jefferson to find parking. If you guys want more information, make sure you go to ktps.com/freedomfest.
KTBS 3 Freedom Fest finale is now just 2 weeks away. Exactly 2 weeks is going to be happening all across the Arklatex and some certain locations you are definitely going to want to check out.
KTBS 3 is all about it, and Taylor Gibson joins us live from Jefferson with a preview of what you can expect to see there this July 4th. Hi there, Taylor.
Hey Shannon, hey Nate, you're right. 2 weeks and the city of Jefferson will be packed out for our Freedom Fest finale. Let's talk about the main event, what everybody wants to know about that fireworks show. Kind of talk to me about how that's put together and why people look forward to that so much.
Yep. So we, again, are using Pyromaniacs. We've used them for the last several years, and the show is phenomenal. One of the best that you'll find in all of East Texas. They shoot the fireworks off over on the other side of the bridge, and this park we're standing in will be packed. Like, bring your blankets, your beach towels, your chairs. It'll be packed, and people will start lining up. We also notice people park their cars pretty early so they can get a good spot, but yeah, it's one of the best shows you can find around here.
So that's a really big thing that I know people are really trying to get on top of is what time should they show up and kind of be here, especially because this park, we talked about just the space behind us, how everybody lines up and they pack up with their little towels and their blankets and they come out and they enjoy the fireworks. So give us a time you think if you want to come and get a good spot, what time you have to be down here?
It's hard for me to guess because I'm never down here. So I would say, though, by 7 at the latest if you're just coming for the fireworks show. Now, there are other places in town to see, but this bridge does get blocked off at some point. You can't get into town. So you can park it pretty much anywhere in town or be at the Odd Stop Park to watch with us as well. But for sure, 7 at the latest to get a good spot.
Now, the community is such an important part because without them, stuff like this couldn't happen, right? Talk to us about how much that community gets behind an event like this.
Yeah, so the Crew of Hebe sponsors Jefferson Salutes America each year, and what we do is we allow the different community events in Jefferson, so your cheerleaders, your strutters, all of your youth organizations, we provide them with the materials that they need to do face painting, sell hot dogs, sell lemonade, and then all of the money that they make goes back to that that specific community event so that they are able to go to camp or use it for their uniforms or whatever they need to do. So basically they get to come, make money, and the money is all theirs. And that's how we support the community for the Jefferson Salutes America event.
What I really like about just whenever I even drove into Jefferson is I like that it gives off that small town vibe. And I think that the July 4th celebration for Freedom Fest really reflects that, right? With the hot dogs and the lemonade stands and the different little fun little niche events, the bands coming out, the ice cream competition, the pie auction. There's so many different events that people can come in and join, which makes this spot so unique. It's one of 5 different spots that the Freedom Fest finale that we'll be previewing. But if you want more information, make sure you guys go to ktbs.com/freedomfest. Good morning, Brian. I am still enjoying a beautiful morning here in Jefferson, Texas. I have loved the little small town vibe that you guys have here, and we've had a great morning so far.
Yeah.
We've talked about a whole bunch of different events, from duck racing and ice cream contest, pie. Let's talk about the band. That is what I'm super excited. Talk to us about what they kind of bring in the atmosphere that provides for this event.
So it's the Shreveport Metropolitan Concert Band, and they play in the gazebo down in Ottstott Park. They've been with us for many years, and they play lots of great things. It's a great little concert. So they'll start at 7:30, I think, and then they take a break when we announce some judging, and then they come back on. So yeah.
So yeah, that obviously it sounds like there's a ton of stuff for people to do, right?
Yes.
And if you're a kid, a parent, if you come in, the community really just loves the differences that you can come in and just have a good time, right? Talk to us about how they get behind sponsoring and stuff for this event.
So we have what's called the Firecracker 50, and our community members all donate at least $50, and that helps pay for all the supplies at the park and for our fabulous fireworks show. The city of Jefferson is also a sponsor of that, and then we have another donor that is critical to putting on the event.
Talk to me, what do you think it means to the community that you guys are able to throw an event like this?
We've had the Jefferson Salutes America event for this will be our 32nd year, so it's a constant. People know they can come to Jefferson, they can get a really great fireworks show. You don't have to go to Dallas, you don't have to go to Shreveport, you don't have to go to Austin. You can come right here in Jefferson and get a fireworks show just as good as any you can get anywhere else. It's going to be packed. We're going to have a lot of places you can eat, our restaurants. There's lots of people that you can have fun with. You can sit in this beautiful park area that we have and watch the fireworks right over the bridge. You can go down to Ottstott Park. You can get a duck race, which is not a real duck, by the way. It is a plastic duck that they, run down the streets with the fire truck from Jefferson.
So I have to ask you guys, we always end with a question, and I have to ask, other than the fireworks, what is your guys' favorite part of the July 4th festival?
Ice cream. I think it's the homemade ice cream, maybe, or the kids. I love the children's parade.
Yes.
They put in a lot of effort to decorate their bikes, trikes, and wagons, and they get in costume, and it's adorable.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's definitely the kids. The parade's great, but it's also fun to watch the kids get their faces painted. And then behind where the face painting is, they always have like a tug of war.
Yes.
And watching these kids like struggle and drag each other down. I mean, it's really cute. It's really cute.
Yeah, and I think that, again, speaks to kind of like the hometown vibe that you guys have, right? Being able to come and play at this park, go and play up there by the gazebo at Ottstott, am I saying that right?
Ottstott,
Ottstott Park.
Yeah.
That again, is just all of that area. You see the little towns and the different little stores and everything, and you just get that vibe that the kids are they're enjoying themselves, right? And they're going to have a fun time. This is one of 5 different locations that we'll be having our Freedom Fest finale. All of those different locations have little tidbits and little unique things that put on, and I think the big thing, that ice cream competition is so cool. And I think just the different variety of things here is so unique. If you guys want to learn more about that, make sure you go to ktbs.com/freedomfest. Such a fun time here in Jefferson. Thank you guys for having, and thank you guys for watching. For right now, I'll be sending it back to Nate and Shannon in the studio.